Hi, welcome back to edquest. In this session, we will do a linear regression workshop. In this workshop, we will do ice cream versus temperature, means ice cream consumption versus temperature. I am going to show you a notebook where we are going to train a simple linear regression model to predict ice cream consumption based on temperature. Let's walk through it step by step. The first step is to import the libraries. Let me switch my window to the Visual Studio Code where we will execute some Python notebook cells. To import the libraries, you have to click on this code button. It will create a new cell where we can type all the required code. So this is the required libraries which we need to use in this notebook. I am just pressing the shift plus enter, or you can execute this play button. So our import libraries cell executed successfully. Next is to read the data from CSV. We have a ice cream.csv file just parallel to this notebook, and now we will see how we can generate a data frame from this ice cream.csv file. This cell will help us to read the data from CSV. I am just clicking on this play button. It will automatically execute this cell. Our next step is plot the data price versus temperature, or you can say the consumption versus temperature. We visualize the data using a scatter plot to see the relationship between temperature and sales. As expected, sales seems to increase with temperature, which is good sign for the linear regression. As expected, sales seems increase with temperature. If temperature is increasing and the sales is automatically increase. Now our next step is separate feature and label. So this code will help us to separate the feature and label. The feature is a dependent variable and the label is a independent variable. To execute it, I am just clicking on this button. Next step, we will do the split our data. To train and test, we will separate our data to 80-20 ratio. 80% data will be used for the training purpose and 20% data will be used for the model testing purpose. Next step is to choose the linear regression model. From the sklearn we just imported in the above cell here, and we will create an instance of that model. So I am giving a name here, model linear regression. So we will just call this linear regression imported in our above cell. Next step is to train the model. This cell will help us to train the model. Now our model is trained successfully. Now we will save this model as a pickle format, which model we just trained. So this code will help us to save the model file we just trained in above cell. And you can see here, this is the linear regression model.pkl. We are calling it as a pickle file. Now we will do the prediction. To get the prediction, we will execute this cell. Now our next step is to plot the prediction. This cell will help us to plot the prediction. The temperature versus ice cream consumption. Finally, we plot the actual versus predicted sales on the graph. The blue line shows model prediction and we can visually compare how well it fits the data. Now we will do the evaluation. So to get model evaluation matrices, we have to execute this cell, and after executing this cell, we can say the mean absolute error, mean squared error, and root mean squared error, and the R to score is here. So we can use this matrices to register our model, and that's it about the model training and model evaluation part. We have built and trained a simple linear regression model to predict ice cream sales based on temperature. Thanks for watching.